So after that, after they got you in the car and shit, cause you know they believe the officer. He say, "Oh, he tried to hit me," whatever he said in the thing.
He resists.
What happened after that, bro?
Well, before we kind of got to that point, initially, like you said, he tried to slam me the first time on my face, and me being a fighter, I kind of stuck my leg out. Then he did something that's illegal in even wrestling. It's been illegal since the early 2000s. If you get a chance to look up the full Nelson,
Yeah.
you put somebody in a full Nelson, you have a chance of either giving them severe neck damage, which anything to your neck or spine is detrimental or can be detrimental to you. And then you can also tear somebody's shoulder. There's a muscle in somebody's shoulder called the labrum.
Oh yeah.
A labrum is the thing that holds your arm together in there.
The what?
Labrum. It's the same.
I never heard of labrum.
Never heard of
I didn't even know that we
labrum.
had that in our. I didn't know that's a muscle.
Say that 3 times fast.
Labrum. Head ass.
Sound like some lube.
Yeah. No,
Hey,
bro.
go get the labrum.
That sounds like something very exotic. But almost just like lube, depending on the girl. You need your labrum. So it's the thing that holds your muscle, like your arm, together. If you tear your labrum, right, and say you didn't have the skin surrounding all your muscles and all this other stuff, if you tore your labrum, your arm would only be attached to your body because of the veins.
Oh, so it's just like a noodle.
Yeah, like pretty much from your shoulder blade, and you can see my scars and stuff in the video. And from your shoulder blade to the front of your shoulder, about right here, your arm is gone. So,
damn.
someone came up with a pair of scissors and went, your arm would just.
You know what?
Just hit the ground.
Yep.
I don't know. Who had that? Who has that injury?
I believe John Morant got that.
John Morant got that same injury.
Season ending. It takes a year to typically.
The whole year. That's like Achilles and
you have to get
meniscus.
Yeah.
ACL and shit like that.
Yeah. No, John Morant, he obviously got way more money than I could ever dream about having, but he had surgery the next day.
Damn.
Yeah. But kind of just like me, he probably knew the moment that it happened, you know. The moment that he fell on me, that's kind of what I was getting at there for a second. You know, when you're in that full Nelson and somebody falls on you, he ended up tearing my labrum from that. But that's not where it kind of ended. You know?
So at that point, where you at then?
So we go from there to being on the ground, and when I'm on the ground, I just remember, like, okay, he's twisting my arm, like I got to try to like get out of there. So I remember, like, don't go on your stomach. You know, if you're on your stomach, you're defenseless. There's nothing you can do. You know, don't resist, but at the same time, you know, don't get hurt. You know, it's not. I'm not thinking that, okay, my life is 100% in the balance yet, but I'm starting to get there. Like, okay, he's trying to hurt me. Like, I know if I don't resist, I won't get hurt. I'm not resisting, but I'm still getting hurt. Like, why is this happening? What is going on here? It's been maybe a minute and 10 seconds of me talking to some guy, and now he's literally trying to hurt me. Like, what did I do to this man to deserve this? So I just remember him taking my arm and twisting.
Yeah.
My right arm, and I remember you'll see in the video, like, my arm like kind of like locks.
You ain't hear no snap or pop or nothing
I
like
did.
that.
I did. You guys won't, but like I heard something in my body I've never heard before.
Yeah.
Mind you, I play basketball.
Yeah.
Like you said, sports.
Yeah.
I've had the luckiness of never really being injured. I've been hurt. Everybody's been hurt, but never really injured. Like, I've never had nothing that made me not be able to play besides when I had a T-cup fracture in my left wrist my freshman year.
Yeah.
But besides that, I've never had no damage to any of my upper extremities. Like, I've never had no damage to my shoulder, my back, my arm, my neck. If anything, I've always been blessed to have such a good body and big eyes.
So let me ask you this real quick, because it goes on with what you just said,
Yep.
and it goes on with the part of the story you had too. So I know that your shoulder got hurt from the slam, but do you feel like him twisting your arm because it was the same shoulder made it worse?
I believe that's where you get the full tear at. I believe maybe regardless of it during the full Nelson slam or the twist, it was torn. I believe when he twisted it, made it go from being a significant tear to a full tear.
Yeah.
It wasn't a partial tear. It wasn't a semi tear. It was a full tear from top to bottom. So I believe when he did that, that's kind of when, and forgive anybody who watched the video, that's when you kind of hear me scream out.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
kind of, you know, our body's reaction to pain is to let it out. I couldn't cry at the time because I'm still in a fight. Now I'm realizing this is no longer a fight to not get injured, or not necessarily a fight, not resist to not get injured because it wasn't no fighting back. I didn't do anything. I never swung a punch. I never did anything besides just present my hands.